Hi, this is Rebecca and welcome to my kitchen. And yes, this really is my kitchen. Today I am going to make Mississippi pot roast for sandwiches. Now I've made that stew, if you remember. Now I'm going to make sandwiches, roast beef with all juice that we can dunk them in, provolone cheese in the oven where they come out on a nice crispy bakery bun. So, and oh yeah, we're doing it in the Instapot. Why? Because I want to show you how easy and fast it is to do this. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it in half. It's just easier on to get it browned, and that's the first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to get it brown. And I'm going to add some salt, a generous amount, and I'm not going to season it too much because what I put in it is going to season it. And some pepper. And you know me, I don't mind the pepper. So what we're going to do is get this browned on both sides. There's nothing like a good roast that's been browned on both sides. It only takes a few minutes on each side. Just enough to brown it up. This should take, after preparations, it should cook about 50 minutes. And then we just have to shred it, put it on the bun, put it under the broiler with some provolone cheese, and boom, we have dinner. You can also put this in the crock pot. And if you're home on the weekend, you can also stick it in the oven. So there's 3 ways to do it. My nieces asked me to do more stuff the quick way because they work. And they want things done by the time they get home from work. They want to feed their family by 6 o'clock, 6:37. So I told them I would do more in the Instapot. So there we go. So the next thing I'm going to do, while that finishes up, is I'm just going to slice up an onion. What is a roast beef sandwich without some onions? And I'm just going to rough chop it. Nothing fancy. I'm going to throw that in. Now they tell you to deglaze your pot. I haven't done that. I don't know why I don't do it. I just, when I get my liquid in there, I'll run it around. 1 jar of pepperoncinos. I think that's going to be delicious on a sandwich. Yeah, they're pepperoncinis. They're I bought these kinds, the sliced golden Greek pepperoncinis, and I'm going to add 1 cup. I'm going to add a little more to get this out. And that is my liquid. Water, I'm sorry. I added a cup of beef broth. To it, 1 ranch salad dressing. The powder. Just sprinkle it in there. And I bought 2 of these because when it gets done, I'm going to make another thing so we have some dipping. And it's the all juice gravy. And I will make that when we get our sandwiches going. And I'm just going to kind of get this stuff mixed in. And that might make enough juice that we have in here. So we'll just have to wait and see. And the reason I didn't add a lot of salt is because these are pickled. So they've got salt in it. And another thing that those do is it's got vinegar in it, and it's going to help tenderize this, is what it's going to do. So what I'm going to do is cancel high pressure, and this is going to take a good 50 minutes. And there we go. It's all ready to go. It needs to come to pressure, which is going to take a little bit. That's not pressure, that's just, it's got to build up pressure now, and it will start the countdown. So I'll let it sit in the pot and naturally release for 15 minutes. Then I'll come in and open it up, and we'll shred it, and we'll get our sandwiches ready to go. I'll see you in about 50 minutes. Hi, we're back. I cooked it for 50 minutes. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here and get some of this roast out. I'm going to shred it here in a minute. And it did make plenty of broth, so I don't think I'm going to need to make any more. I think there's plenty here. And I have this other bowl out because I want to get the onions and get this all out so I can make, my husband likes these little pepperoncinis, and they're good, and I'll put some on my sandwich, but I won't put as much on. And then the juice I'm going to get out, and that's what we're going to use for our dip, for dipping our sandwich in. So it takes a couple different things I need to do here. And this is on warm, and that's fine. That's where I want it, to keep the broth hot. And there we go. I think that's enough. The rest of it will come out. So what I need to do is, these are some fresh rolls I bought. They're hoagie rolls. And they're nice and soft. I love fresh buns like this. And I'm going to take 2 out. And I'm just going to slice into them. And I do have my oven on. Oh, I can't put that pan in the oven. I got it on broil, and I can't use that pan. So I'm going to have to get my cupboard down here and get me another pan. Here's some provolone cheese. And I'm just going to line this on both sides of my roll. I need a sturdier pan. That one doesn't hold up good under. But this one will. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of get in here with this roast. I'm going to go through it. And as you can see, I need to pull it apart. I'm going to take these pieces and start filling my bun with it. I have all kinds of little pieces, big pieces. Try to get all the fat out of there. Smells wonderful, and I did take a little piece when I was shredding it, And I gave some to Shawn, and it is really, really good. Let's see, I'll have different size pieces in here. I know I probably will only be able to eat one. So then I'm going to take a little bit of this. Is that enough for you? And I'll just put a little bit on mine. And then what I'm going to do, is put this right here. And then I'm going to put it in the oven. And I'm going to have to watch it real carefully. But while I do that, I use I beat ice with this when it's not in use in my kitchen. So let's move this back. When the sandwiches come out, let me watch them because they ain't gonna take long for those buns to heat up. I got it down kind of low, but I can smell the bread. And we're just heating it up. See, I got the bread toasty, the cheese is melting, and what I'm going to do, so we have to dip our sandwiches in this beautiful all juice with peppers in it. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And there you go. You're ready. And I'm gonna, I think this was yours, but I'll make it mine. That juice is spicy with a good kick to it. It's excellent. Woo, that does have a bite to it. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you next time on Rebecca's Kitchen. Bye, everybody.